Hey guys, it's WillBits, and it looks like it's finally here, gentlemen. For the rest of October, we're all gonna be suffering some agonizing, yet ironic punishment. Sleep is evil, you won't miss it, not when you are grinding here in hell. The devil grants your wishes, but they might backfire, it's so delicious. Let's review week 1 of Robot Hell. Woohoo! Death from below! Robot Hell on Earth, it's here, it's Halloween. Let's get started. Robot Devil has descended upon New York, and he's looking to expand his dark kingdom. Can the Planet Express crew stop the Robot Devil, or will they fall for his tempting offers? Take a trip to Robot Hell to find out! As the screen turns to black, we have got Holophoner Fry. It's the Robot Devil! Well, that's no way to greet an old friend.
What are you doing here, old friend?
I'm meeting with off-Broadway producers about a little musical I've written. Also, I thought I might see the sights and create a little mayhem.
I'm only gonna warn you once, you evil, soul-stealing monster. Mounting an off-Broadway show is nothing but heartache.
Okay, let's learn about Robot Hell. So, the main mechanic is going to be around these bombs for the most part. There's going to be some little robot jobbers. They come in shortly. But first we need Fry to be suspicious. And we need Bender to draw some graffiti. I'm actually here to scout some real estate. As you know, Robot Hell's in the bowels of New Jersey, and it can get a little warm and stinchy.
Why'd you even choose Jersey in the first place?
Same reason as everybody else. Affordability and evilness.
Perhaps we can make a deal of some sort.
Say, while I'm here, how about I offer you a deal?
What do I get out of it?
Anything you want.
What do you get out of it?
The opportunity to laugh evilly. Okay, have you people call my people to iron out the fine points. So, okay, the things that you want to do straight away, and I've actually been very conspicuously avoiding clicking on most things. We're gonna move you out of the way so that we've got a nice little hell area to start building some stuff. And straight away, we're going to want the Inferno, because you gotta have the Inferno. It only takes about 30 seconds to build. And our first character, who is Robot Gypsy. We're gonna stick it right there, right in front. And while they're building, let's go ahead and get the League of Robots, which has our premium character for the event, Blathersbot. And it can also go right over here for now. That may not be its permanent home. Before we open him up, we'll get the Inferno. And I should have done that the other way around, actually. Because the Robot Gypsy actually drops stuff from the Inferno. So don't do what I just did. Click on Robot Gypsy first. Because then the Inferno can drop some stuff. I just messed that up. Even though I knew it was going to happen, I still messed it up. Oh well.
Right, Blathersbot, yes. Let me begin by saying that whether it's the exemplary course of daily business or the apocalypse, the universe always finds a way. Now, the current crisis merits a recitation of some very strongly worded and lengthy theories on the matter on which I'd like to hold forth.
But...
Please don't interrupt. I will get to one of my opinions on interruption in due course.
So Blathersbot is... Well, we'll get to that in a minute. We'll get to him in a minute. Oh, you're that Robot Gypsy I consulted when I had to curse the werecar, right?
Probably. I can see the future, but I'm not much good with the past. And in your future, I foresee a life of terrible poverty.
I've been to the greater pauper! No! Is there anything I can do to prevent it?
Possibly, but it would cost you dearly up front if you get my drift.
Here's all my money! I'll pay any price to avoid being poor! Won't we all? Isn't that the great irony? So recruiting Robot Gypsy requires 5 candles, which is from a prize ladder prize. You remember those from the Omicron event. 6 tarot cards. Those are just going to drop naturally from her traveling caravan, so that's pretty good. The planchettes are going to drop from the Inferno. If you're smart and click on it second, like I didn't do just now, you have a chance of probably getting a guaranteed drop of that right away for a nice head start. And then, of course, the crystal balls will drop from the suicide booth. And just to show that off, you actually can get a couple whenever it drops to just really push you through. So especially the suicide booth, wait for that if you can. It only has about a 3-hour cooldown, so it's not that bad if you forget. So after building those and having Fry think about it for a minute,
Have you thought about what you want?
Yes, I'd like the universe cleared of hypnowaves.
What? No, I'm not capable of that. I don't have the kind of time or currency that would require.
Hey, Robot Devil, what are you doing here?
Just between you and me, Vendor, I'm considering expanding Robot Hell into New York.
Good luck. You'll have a lot of competition.
Seriously, have you seen the strip clubs in the city? That's the other thing I'm doing here.
well, so that should bring in the Incubots, and we now have a nice 8-hour task from Amy. And
We demand justice.
a 6-hour task for Kif. And that's going to slow down your progression a little bit. Because the other thing we're going to need a bunch of is these bombs. These bombs are going to be a big mechanic, for better or for worse, through the rest of the event. And most of the items drop from either different buildings or these Incubots, which is another reason to, like, they don't show up until you have that. So notice I'm getting some fuel here. So Incubots drop the wires and fuel that you need. The fuses drop from the Futomart, the Avenue Hotel, the Modest Business Building, or the New York Plaza. And interestingly, these 3 you could build multiples of if you really wanted to. They seem to drop consistently enough that I don't think you'll really need to. The other things are going to be much more of a roadblock. And while we send Blathersbot off to do stuff, Blathersbot is also going to be there to help us get bomb materials. He's kind of our soft premium to help get the rest of the stuff that we need through this event, and you're going to need a whole bunch of bombs. But while we're crafting those, let's look at what we also need for Devilish Fry, or Robot Hands Fry, or Holophoner Fry, whatever you want to call him, is a more handsome Fry, for which you're going to need prize ladder prizes. Actually, everything you need except for the suicide booth stuff drops from prize ladder prizes. So let's look at that instead. So we can't really look at the costs here, but these are all the items that you're going to want to prioritize building as fast as possible. Giant Robot Devil Head, Hard Times Casino, with the first one being your Carnival Tent. Now you need 11 Incubot medals. These only drop from the space mission, but the space mission has a new unit in it that you require bombs for. And I actually am going to, just for the purposes of rushing through here, I'm going to buy up the Fire Bomb Maker, and we're going to start a little firebomb factory down here, so that I have a few of these to show off. Let's jump into Chapek 9. There's a new space mission, Dead on Arrival. That should drop us some nice tasty stuff that we need. We're going to bring along a couple of captains, but a pretty nice diverse crew all the way around. And we're just going to take a look at this map because I think it's an interesting one. So once you've accumulated enough bombs, and I suggest you have at least, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, honestly 11 bombs before you actually wander in here. I've only got 10, but we can show it off to begin with. Because there are some exclusive units.
Uh-oh, Chapek 9 robots are waiting for us.
You'll have to take care of them, Amy.
Me?
Yes, it's one of your sworn duties as a research assistant.
I knew I should have read that contract.
So there used to be a bug with this, guys, but I'm going to show you the proper version first. Everybody else is pretty easy to clear, but as you might be able to see, every time I hit this guy, I just do 1 damage. What a nerd. Now, when it first launched, there was a bug where you could actually just keep piling on captain buffs, and every time a captain came out, you could just press their button and rank up their damage, because they don't actually hit very hard. They're pretty low leveled. and eventually you would do enough damage to overcome them. They've apparently already hotfixed it, and that doesn't work. So you're gonna have to press this bomb button and fire your bomb at this guy, and it utterly nukes them.
That wasn't so bad.
Speak for yourself. My undergarments are soiled.
Ew.
Don't act so surprised. They're soiled all the time. I just happened to tell you about it this time.
And that's basically going to be the path that you take coming through and trying to take those guys out. It used to be something you could kind of brute force, but that was clearly event breaky, so that's not going to be the case anymore. I'm not going to make you sit and watch me go through all of this, but just looking around the map, another thing I wanted to point out, other than how big it is and how much stuff we're going to need to actually get through here, and there's a bunch of nice chips, so that's pretty great, but one of these paths has a purple 22! In order to clear this map, you are going to need a level 22 villain. That means we're actually getting a villain class this event. And I have a pretty good idea who it might be! But we're going to speed Amy and Kif up a bit. Also, I do want to point out that if for some reason you do, like, for example, send everybody off on 8-hour tasks immediately before this event, there's now a little red X next to Kif's name here. Everybody has that. You can actually cancel tasks for free. You don't have to spend pizza to just pull somebody off of a task and actually do something useful with them. That's incredible. That's really awesome. Thank you, TinyCo. I genuinely didn't think you'd ever need to do that because it's easy enough to nickel and dime that, but it's a really nice sign to have that nickel and dime taken away and to be able to actually plan ahead a little bit, or at least improvise and not have to just wait for something. So that's an awesome change.
I think you accidentally let some of your spawn out of the cages. Oh, don't mind them. Those are my robot incubots. They do my bidding, among other things. Hey, as long as they're smashing storefront windows, we're on the same page. These mechanical hellspawn are the bane of my existence. They're called incubots, and they belong to the robot devil. He told me about them, so I'm gonna pretend I knew about it all along, and that you're stupid for not knowing. I don't care what they're called. They rampage through the building and trash my delicate equipment. How am I supposed to make a peach cobbler without a Dutch oven?
Okay. So yeah, then that's basically teaching you how to create bombs. We've already gone over that. So interestingly, I noticed that bomb just does like 3,500 damage. So in theory, I think that if you did have the patience to keep running captains over and over and over again, and just buff their damage up so high that you could actually do 3,500 damage in one shot like this, I think you can beat it without the bombs. It might be worth trying if you have the patience. I don't think it's really intended to be done that way, and I wouldn't be surprised to see a more elegant fix come in as this week progresses. So do it at your own risk. And this last fight does actually have 2 incubots. So it'll actually take like 12 bombs to clear it all the way through. But if you're feeling particularly bold, you might be able to clear it still with captains if you have the patience. If you do that, let me know. Comment below if that still works or not. I kind of recommend maybe grind some other stuff and come back when you can afford the bombs properly. But basically, that should give you enough to start the carnival tent, which we're not putting back there. We want to put that near here, right? Yeah. And basically, every 8 hours, that will drop the candles you need, and you'll be well on your way to collecting your first character, Gypsy-bot. From there, it's going to proceed very much like the Omicron Invasion event, where the goal for the rest of the week is going to be, can you get Devilish Fry? And that's our goal for week 1, our general first purpose. And again, you're going to want to pace yourself in these, because this actually, if you look at the event, is the event's going to be going on for a 33 days. And if you do the math, that's actually closer to 5 weeks than 4. So this event is definitely going to be wandering over into November a little bit. And in fact, if you looked at the bombs, not only are there 5 different types of bombs, but they actually say that this one will be available on October 11th, this one on the 18th, this one on the 25th, and the final magnet bomb comes out November 1st, the day after Halloween. So it looks like we're getting at least a week after Halloween to be going through all of these different bombs. And I wouldn't be surprised to see some interesting stuff going on with what kind of immunities we'll be dealing with to overcome specific different kinds of robots. But for the most part, this is what we're working on. Gypsy-bot first, Robot Fry second. Pick up Blathers if you want. He is supposed to help you... He is supposed to at least help you drop fuel so that you can craft more bombs, and it looks like we're going to need a lot of them if you want to keep grinding through and get all the stuff that we need. But yeah, I'm looking forward to, jumping through a whole lot of hoops to potentially get that robot devil. This might be an interesting one. Let me know what you guys do. I think there's probably still going to be some kind of challenge similar to what we had in the Omicron event, but I don't see a building for it, so I guess maybe not yet. But for now, let's just get grinding. Most of the characters don't seem to have that much to grind, which is actually a pretty good thing, considering that you might not actually miss that much of a beat in regards to unlocking stuff from the entertainment district. I know most people have La Barbara by now, and some people are really close to having Amy, but almost nobody has HG Blob, and it's going to take a little while of pushing through. So hopefully we can get there before too long. Best of luck with it. Let me know how you do. Sound off in the comments, and I'll see you for next week for a little more of Robot Hell.